Welcome, my name is Sage, and today I thought I would do something a bit more interesting. And I decided, why not do a beginner character guide for one of the characters I do like to try every now and then, and that is Diddy Kong. Diddy Kong is probably one of the best bait and punish characters in the game, and he also has very good boxing tools as well, so, it's just a very fun character, in my opinion, to play, and it usually pisses the other person off, so that's a pretty good sign. So, starting with his normals, we have Jab. It's 3 frame startup, and it's minus 13 on shield. Generally, you just want to use this when you want to keep someone away from you. It's not something that you want to spam all the time, but it's just a typical jab. Then we have forward tilt, which is a bit more important. It's something you can angle, which can catch people at the ledge. Excuse my terrible angling skills, but yeah, essentially, if you hit someone and okay, I'm horrible at timing that, but yeah, generally, if you hit someone, I kind of want him to go high to demonstrate it, but just so, yeah, this is kind of annoying. I kind of hate trading mode because it's pretty limited in what you can do, but if he stayed on the ledge for longer, you would see that, yeah, as you can see, it hits him off the ledge, and that can indeed 2-frame, and it's very good at cheesing stock, so keep that in mind. On stage, I wouldn't say it's half bad as a mix-up, because they usually won't expect you to use this, especially considering you can angle it upwards or downwards. So yeah, just keep that in mind. I wouldn't throw it out all the time, obviously, but, they might not expect the reverse tilt. So, next up we have down tilt, which is more important, because, well, it combos into a lot of stuff. The window for the back air is pretty tight, and I'm also pretty sure it's like a percent thing, but yeah, as you can see, it just sends too low at this percent. But what it does combo into is up smash, and I think at this percent is where it like really starts comboing into back air. Yeah, as you can see. And it also, at higher percents, it does combo into fair as well. So, it depends on the character, but I think 85 is good. Yeah, as you can see, it does combo into the fair. And generally, it's just a really good poking tool. Like, if you spam this at the ledge at the right time, you can get a gimp. But I wouldn't use it for that. I would just use it to get your confirms into stuff like up smash without banana and back air especially, because those two are gonna be some of your best kill confirms as this character. Next we have up tilt, which in my opinion isn't all that great. It comes out at frame 6, which is pretty fast, so it can punish a lot of stuff. But the main problem with this move is that it just doesn't have anything going for it. Like, there's nothing inherently special or threatening when Diddy gets a up tilt, but it has pretty good knockback scaling, so I can't complain. If you're in like a very high damage situation, like if your opponent is at like 160 and you're at 130 and they throw out like a random F smash, you can just up tilt them and they'll probably die. So I think that's all his tilts. Let's start with his dash. Talk about his dash attack. His dash attack. Excuse me, my nose is a bit stuffy because of allergies and stuff. But his dash attack combos into back air and forward air. I don't know about nair. I think it does combo into nair, but it combos into, essentially it combos into most of his aerials, and if they don't DI, it can combo into down air. But they can definitely DI the down air. I know that for sure. So just use that as a mix-up. But otherwise, you just want to go for the back air or forward air. It's not that safe, but generally what I like to do is I like to see what they like to land with, and then okay, I didn't mean to do that. I like to see what they do, and then I dash attack their landing. So that makes it really easy to like, essentially it makes it easy to scout what your opponent likes to land with. And then if they like to land with the hitbox, you can just weave in and out and just dash attack and get a forward air or something. Now onto his grabs. His grabs are pretty good. His up throw, essentially, it combos into up air and back air. It's not the greatest throw out there. But it's a pretty good mix-up. I'm pretty sure. Let me see here. I always get this and down throw mixed up when I talk about this, but when I think about this, I mean, but I'm pretty sure. No, that might be too high %, or it just might not be the right throw. But yeah, if you can catch your opponent like DIing up there, like because generally they'll try to stay down. They'll hold down because they want to get back to the stage. If you can catch them, you can up air and then they'll just die like 130. When they're normally supposed to live longer than that. I want to say this is also the case for a down throw. More so for down throw even, but yeah, that's generally up throw's main purpose is to get those early % combos and then maybe that DI mix up at later %. Down throw is your main combo throw. That wasn't true, but as you can see, if you can like get the late up air, it starts becoming a lot easier to see what your opponent does, and it makes comboing your opponent a lot smoother. Diddy generally has pretty easy combos, and if you can just like get the flow of them down, then you'll pretty much be set. Now for his forward throw and back throw, I'm pretty sure that's not true at all, but essentially you want to be using those as positional tools. Obviously I didn't gimp him there, but let's say he's at 116 and I'm like, okay, I don't know what I want to do. I don't want to banana him. If you just pummel him and throw him, obviously the Mario player can do something to mix it up, but it's just really good for just throwing them off the stage. It's very nice for that. Same can be said for back throw, although I think back throw kills earlier. So that is something to note. Yeah, that's even if they DI that's still pretty decent knockback. So yeah, they're positional throws, nothing too crazy about them, but they are nice for what they are doing for this character. Now on to his aerials. This is another combo tool that's very powerful. Nair is insanely safe. It's -5 and it combos into forward air. It combos into back air. Okay. It combos into up air. And most importantly, it combos into down air. So I'm gonna show the down air application because this is probably like the most notable thing. It just kills. It literally just kills, and it's true. And if you can read a get up attack with Nair down air, you're probably gonna have a pretty big lead. Generally, you want to use Nair because it's a safe button, and it gets you so many combo opportunities that it's just really nice to have. You know, I wouldn't say spam it because obviously if they have like, if let's say you're fighting with Cena and you're just spamming Nair, they can obviously just like back you or something. But I would still say in matchups where you're confident that you can Nair a lot, I would Nair as much as possible for the combos. Although there are definitely safer ways to go about it, the Nair is still really good because it's for the most part safe. Like they had to parry it if they want to punish it realistically out of shield. Next we have the forward air, and the forward air, it's mainly good as a poking tool. It is minus 12 on shield, so it's probably one of his slower aerials. But that's not really a problem. It's mainly used to get the edge guard and catch a jump, or to be used after a combo. Okay. Damn it, I want to send him far enough to like kind of show what I mean. Yeah, you essentially want to hit it after strings, you know, just the usual. It can kill at later percents, although I think you would have to be like at, it's like back air where you have to be at like really high percents. Yeah, it didn't kill from there, so yeah, you gotta be at like really high percents to die to that move. And that's not with the eye, so just keep that in mind. But yeah, it's pretty good. It's active for like a few frames, so it's pretty good to like throw out. It's also good to like, if someone's like trying to approach you, you can do this to just poke them out. Like you can just deny them entry into the zone. And it's also just it also just looks very funny, I'm not gonna lie. Now for the back air, back air is just disgusting. So like I said, it kills at later percents, and you can combo into it very easily. But the main claim to fame here is not even the things that I just mentioned. It's the fact that it's only minus 3 on shield, so it's very spammable. And if you can like, especially if you can reverse aerial consistently, this becomes very dangerous. It's not inherently a super powerful back air. Like, for instance, Roy back air is a lot stronger, but the difference between Diddy back air and Roy back air is while Roy can confirm into his back air and it kills earlier, Diddy's is a lot more consistent. He can use his back air a lot more in neutral, and he can also you'll basically always get the back air if you're good with the timing. Especially if you do, that gets you the most damage, so it makes killing with it easier. So yeah, back air is very good. Now, I'm pretty sure we only have one more aerial to go. Actually, 2. Down air. Now, down air is essentially, it's essentially your 2-framing. It's another 2-framing option. So, if I knock Mario off of the stage, this can be kind of hard to show off, but yeah, this can be pretty hard to time. I might not be able to show it off, but yeah, that timing is very tight. Oh, let's see if I can get it. Nope. Okay, but if you want an example of what I'm talking about, Tweak did it a lot at Summit 3, but essentially what you do is that you Z drop the banana, kind of like if you're Mega Man or something. You Z drop the banana, and then you it two frames them, and then you down air, and you can kill them insanely early off of that. So I wouldn't say it's like the most practical thing to do. Like, as you can see, I was like really struggling to do it. But obviously, I'm not the best Diddy player or anything. Like I said, this is mostly a beginner guide. But if you can get that down consistently, you can get some really cheesy stocks. And generally, that's what you want to use down air for. You can use it for other things. Like notably here. Let's say I hit the banana. Okay, I messed it up. Oh god. Okay. Banana fails. As you can see, you can combo into that, and that does like 40 to 50%. So yeah, that's pretty insane. Like, if they just throw out something and you have a banana, you might as well go for it. Like, you can go for a safer punish, but that is a lot of damage for something that is fairly non-committal. And finally we have up air. So, like I said, up air is good for combos as well. It combos into a lot. That's not true. But the main claim to fame here is that it just hits pretty low, and that can get you a lot of mix-ups. So just keep that in mind. It's fairly spammable, I would say. Like, it comes out frame 4 and it's only -7, so especially if you short hop it, it's like it's really good. I wanted the back here there. But yeah, as you can see, it's just a very fast move. And generally, getting the hang of Diddy is just being very comfortable with his aerials, because that is a lot of his game plan. Like, his aerials are very good in different scenarios, so as long as you have your mobility in the air in check, then you should be fine. Like, even at a lower level, you know, Diddy is pretty simple until you get into the advanced stuff. So, now onto the specials. Now, I'm going to talk about the banana, which is easily his best move, but to keep it simple, it trips the opponent always, and you can toss it from very far away. I feel like you can toss it longer. Yep, you can toss it from very far away. So your opponent is almost always going to respect it, and the main thing about banana is how the player reacts to it. If they like to shield a lot, like let's say they shield, I'm gonna miss this on purpose, I can monkey flip afterwards because I start noticing that they like to shield a lot. If they like to jump, then I can call it out with the forward air. And generally, you just want to see how they react to banana, because they don't want to get confirmed by it because of his smash attacks. So generally, you just want to see how they play versus banana. And I'm just gonna show two more like advanced techniques. If you Z drop outside of your shield, you have this really fast banana out of shield option that can also net you a kill. I want to say this works at like 110, but to be safe, 115. Yeah, you can get a lot of charge with it, so yeah. And another thing, I'm not particularly good at this, but essentially, yeah, I'm not good at this at all. But if you have the banana in hand and you do an aerial, you can consistently, you can do this, which allows you to keep the banana in hand while you can combo. But the main problem with this is that this is like very high level stuff. Like, even though that seems simple, getting the conversions with Diddy while also doing that at the same time can like be very frustrating. So that's something I would like practice a lot if you want to get like super deep into Diddy. But Generally, you want to do it because you just get to keep the banana, which is pretty good. Oh yeah, I fucked it up there. But yeah, on to his next special. Next we have Peanuts, which isn't crazy by any means, but essentially what you can do with Peanut is you get to play it at range, and your opponent kind of just has to respect it. Like, they can try to avoid the Peanuts, but it's very easy for Diddy to just like try to punish them for doing that. So they're not always gonna like try to just like run it at you. And if you like throw them off stage, you can potentially catch a jump or see what they're gonna do at the ledge. It's just generally a very safe option. And if you hit a shield break, if you charge that does a shit ton of knockback. Next up we have his up special. His up special is a bit interesting. You can kind of angle it however you want, but the main claim to fame here is generally you can if someone does something slow, or they just like if they do something slow, you can just do this. And at higher percents, that's really good because it has high knockback, and at lower percents, you can do that. One thing to note is that charging it is always nice, but you don't want to be predictable with your jumps if you go low, because if you get hit, you lose a lot of momentum. Like, you stay in place if you don't get hit with the barrels, but if they hit you, you go down insanely fast. So just keep that in mind. I want to say that you can angle it pretty well, but it's not always going to go the farthest, so I wouldn't rely on it too much as a recovery option. Like, use it when you have to, but don't limit yourself to up B. Next up, we have the side B, which is another very good recovery tool, and it goes super far, as you can see. Side B is one of those moves that you can pretty safely do. It's not safe, and a lot of people at the lower level won't punish it, even though they can. However, the main reason they don't is because it's inherently scary. Even as a movement option, it's pretty crazy. But as you can see, if you do the kick, you can't up B afterwards. However, that doesn't really matter. You only really want to do the kick when you want to hitbox out. Like, if your opponent is jumping into you or something, or they're not shielding, then you can do this, because if they're not shielding, they won't be too afraid of the command grab. Sorry, I'm crouching because of drift. They won't be too afraid of the command grab, but they will get hit, and that does pretty decent knockback. And if they aren't afraid of getting hit, then you can do this and just command grab them, which is very nice. That also kills at higher percent, so just that's something to note. Because generally a Diddy Kong can be very annoying at the ledge, and if he just like does that and you're not prepared and you're at like super high percent, you can just die. Another thing with Monkey Flip is that if you cancel the oh my god, I hate drift. If you cancel the peanut gun with the, you have to hold shield and the B button at the same time. It's pretty weird. If you do it out of shield, it's like significantly easier, but you do that, and you can side B afterwards to make it a lot more versatile. You can also do that, which completely stops your momentum, which is nice if you don't want to go out like super far, especially if someone is like trying to bait you into monkey flipping into them. So yeah, that's something to keep note of as well. And I want to say that's, yeah, that's always special. So I think the one thing I didn't cover are the smash attacks. Down smash is a very basic smash attack. It's pretty strong and it covers rolls, but there's nothing too crazy about it. I would generally use this when I don't want to like stale my other smash attacks, because I'll generally be using those more. And as for when it kills, I want to say it obviously depends on what stage you're playing on, but at ledge, I would say it would kill at around like 120 to be completely safe. F smash, like I showed earlier, you pretty much only want to confirm into S smash because it's pretty laggy, but it's super strong when you do, and you can usually get a bit of charge as well, which makes it easily his strongest smash attack. But again, it is probably the most risky, so yeah, I would only confirm into that. And as for the up smash, it kills pretty late. I would say like 130 is the when it starts killing. You probably won't always get the charge on it. But yeah, the main benefit to up smash is that it has a reverse hitbox. Although I don't know if it kills this early, but that doesn't really matter. The fact that it hits behind it all is pretty hilarious. But you can also like run up and do it, and it also it shifts his hurt box, which is pretty good as well. And outside of that, it's just as safe as Smash Deck overall. So yeah, Diddy Kong is a character that you kind of want to play trap based. You can also play up close very well. And generally, this character comes down to one thing: conditioning your opponent. If you become complacent and just let people do stuff for free, then Diddy might not be for you. But if you can like plan around landing options with Banana or some of his tools to whiff punish, this character becomes very fun, in my opinion. And one thing before I end it, I just want to say he does have a wall jump. Wow. Okay, I definitely fucked that up. And he also has a wall cling, although... Okay, fail. Oh yeah, by the way, up B, if you up B into the stage, you just die. So don't do that. Although this game is really weird, and I feel like sometimes you'll up B into the ledge and you'll still fail, so that's why I say don't always rely on up B, but... Okay, yeah, I'm just fucking it up. Sheesh. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm not gonna show it, but essentially, like, he can cling to the wall. I would only do that when you're like confident they're not gonna like go out and hit you for it. But yeah, that's Diddy Kong, and yeah, he also has a crawl to low profile stuff. Crawling is good. I'm not gonna get into crawling because, like I said, I'm about to end the video, but crawling is good because it lets you go under stuff like projectiles. And that's just inherently good with any crawl, so not just Diddy's. But yeah, that'll be the end of the video. If you guys enjoyed, like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time.